Hey y'all! This is a very weird time for me because I just opened my new pack of Diet Coke and there's new packaging, like there's a new label on it. It doesn't feel the same. I wanted to talk to you guys about something that I've been so obsessed with lately, and it's spooky. I wanted to talk to you guys about something that I've been so obsessed with lately, and it's like a scary thing, so it goes along with the rest of the video. I figured I probably couldn't talk about it long enough to make it its own video, so I'm also going to share some of your guys' paranormal stories. It's weird, I know. But I was like, I want the video to be long enough, and so yeah. I also wanted to say, again, I finally opened my P.O. box. I will have the information down below if you guys missed my video from yesterday or my video from Wednesday. I announced it in those two. I also have a giveaway going on, and the giveaway is only going on for like 3 more days. So if you guys want to enter that, again, go to my video from Wednesday. It's my 100,000 subscriber video. All of the details you need will be in that video, but to sum it up, I'm giving away 3 pieces of merch for free to you guys. But okay, let's get into this. Crack this bad boy open, and let's go. I swear it tastes different. I swear. What did they do to you? Oh God. Oh dear God. Alright, well I guess I have to move on to regular Coke. But okay, I don't know if you guys have ever heard about this, but okay, this is the weirdest thing ever. You guys are gonna be like, how did you get obsessed with this? Why are you into this? Okay, I don't know if you guys have heard about like extreme haunted houses. Not like real haunted houses, like with real ghosts and real shit like that, but like Halloween haunted houses, like extreme Halloween haunted houses. So a really long time ago, I honestly don't even remember the first time I saw one of these. I found a place called Mccamey Manor, and it's actually a really popular place, and they have a YouTube channel. I'm gonna link them down below because it is fucking crazy what these people do. But okay, basically, long story short, a really long time ago I had heard of this place and I watched a couple of videos on it, or like I watched the trailer to it, because in Arizona we have this place called Fear Farm, and there's also like 13th Floor and like all these other haunted houses that come around during Halloween. And I've been to Fear Farm before. I mean, it's literally just a place you go, you just pay to get in, and then there's like 4 haunted houses that you can go to. Like you can go to all of them, whatever, and then there's like a haunted maze where they chase you with chainsaws and shit like that. Like normal Halloween things. Is that normal? Actually, now that I'm thinking about it, I could probably talk about this for the next 20 minutes, so I'm probably not going to read you guys' stories in this. I probably should have cut that out at the beginning, but whatever. I have a story time for you guys too about a haunted house, which is why I'm thinking this will probably take up more time. Still scary, so stick around. Okay, back, what was I saying? A long time ago I was going to Fear Farm or something like that, and then I was looking it up and I found this place called Mccamey Manor. And it is like the most extreme haunted house ever. I'm pretty sure it's like the most extreme one. Like people who have been to multiple of like these extreme haunted houses say this one is the most intense. But let me explain to you guys what these people do to you when you go there. Like I don't understand what goes through somebody's head when they hear these things and they're like, I want to do that. So for starters, you have to go on this wait list, and I'm pretty sure the wait list is like 17,000 people long, and this thing is open year round. I'm pretty sure it's like weekends all year round. It's not just during Halloween. And 2 people go in at a time, or like you can have groups of 2, but you're gonna get separated regardless, so you can either go in alone or you can have one other person with you and just end up getting separated. But you go in and you sign this waiver that basically allows these people to do whatever the fuck they want to you. These people will physically abuse you. They'll put bugs on you. They'll put snakes on you. They'll have spiders crawling across your face. Like you have to eat cockroaches. You have to eat random shit. Like I was watching a video. I literally sat and watched a 2-hour video of somebody's tour through this Mccamey Manor because I was like, what? What could go through your head to make you even want to do this? Like, I don't understand that. They literally waterboard you, and I don't know if you guys know what waterboarding is. I'm sure you do, but it's essentially like you feel like you're drowning. Like they put something over your face and they pour water on your face, and it just like, it simulates drowning, and that's my worst fear. I can't swim. I know, okay, whatever. I'm 23, I can't swim. Also, whenever I say my age, I have about 45 comments that are like, you're 23, I thought you were 14. I get it, I look young. Like my worst fear is drowning. Like I would rather die any other way humanly possible than drown. But these people like put you in tiny cages. It's like it all just messes with your mind. It's like claustrophobia and fear of drowning and fear of bugs and fear of snakes and anything that you could possibly think of, these people are doing to you. I watched one video. I've watched a couple actually. So I was watching these videos because I was hanging out with my friend Morgan the other day, and we were in my apartment, and I was like, holy shit, like I don't know what made me think of it, but I was like, have you ever heard of Mccamey Manor? She's like, no. So I looked it up because I wanted to show her the trailer for this place, but I actually couldn't even find the trailer that I watched however many years ago. So we started watching one of the films that they make, because they literally record every single person's experience in this place. So we were watching this one girl, I think her name was Nadia, it's like Beauty Queen or something, like just in case you guys want to watch these. And it's just like this really cute girl who's probably like, I think she was in her 30s, and she was like, all of my friends have talked about this and my friends want to come here and I'm doing it, whatever. And at the beginning she seems so normal and so sane, and then you watch her experience and you're like, what? I think like when she first got in there, before it even started, like nothing had even happened yet. And oh, and by the way, this tour like through the Mccamey Manor is 6 to 8 hours, and most people I don't even think last like 4. obviously. But okay, so she goes in, and when she first walks in, like literally her tour hasn't even started yet, these two women are tied up, or not tied up, but like in these bars, and they're just sitting there with their heads just like locked up. And they were like, you don't want to do this. Like, this was the worst mistake of my life. This place is for real, and it's terrifying, and it'll break you. And so this girl's already crying, and she's like, okay, I don't want to go in. Like, I really don't. But she had already signed the waiver, and there's no safe word. So once you're in, you're in. Like, you can't get out of this place. And that's so scary to me too, because like, it's like you're being held hostage, but you also signed up to be their hostage. I don't get it. All of this is perfectly legal, by the way. Like, they record everything, so when people try to like come back at them like, you abused me, man, they have all of this proof that's saying like, this is what you signed on to. We did everything we were supposed to. So then basically I sat through and watched a 2-hour video of this girl just being tortured. And it's like, they don't like to use the word tortured because they're not technically being tortured because they signed up for this, but she's being tortured. Like, they lock you in tiny places and they waterboard you and they put bugs on you, and it's just all these awful things that like mentally break you and physically, because they're dragging you around while they're doing it and slapping you and hitting you, and they cut your hair too. That's like one of the worst parts to me, is they literally chop your hair off. Like, the girl that I watched, she didn't get her hair cut off. She had like chunks cut out. I think they took like pieces like this and just cut them, but her friend's head, I'm pretty sure, got shaved. I didn't watch her friend's movie, but I saw her at the end of hers, and she had no hair. They cut your hair, they shave your head. But okay, I have been so obsessed with watching these videos. I have no idea why. Half the time I'm like, okay, I should be recording, or I should be editing, I should be doing something productive. I am watching these videos, but there are literally 17,000 people who have signed up for this. Like, I don't get it. I don't get it at all. I think the reason people do it is because you want to test yourself and you want to push yourself out of your comfort zone. But like, to me, pushing myself out of my comfort zone is like going to the mall by myself. What comfort zone are you in to begin with for that to be, what? Like, how? I don't know. But these people are insane. And it's crazy because these people are all actors. And so when you see the people outside of like the scene like acting, they're completely normal people. Obviously, it's like me. Like that'd be like me going in and working there and like torturing somebody, and then afterwards being like, what the fuck is up? Like, I don't know. Like, that's just, it's so weird because you see these people like being so mean to them and shaving their head and feeding them bugs, and then they're like, sorry we had to do that. What? I don't know what forces somebody to want to do this, because I've watched so many of these videos and I'm so interested in it because like, why? But I would never do it. I guess I like watching, I don't like watching other people go through it. That's a horrible thing to say. It's just so interesting to me, like, why people want to do this. I'm just like, there's 17,000 people who want to do this. And this isn't even the only one out there. I watched a video that was like the 10 most extreme haunted houses or something like that. And I'm pretty sure half of them have been closed down. Okay, this is like a trigger warning if you guys don't want to hear about like sexual assault and stuff like that. But there have been places that make you get completely undressed when you're walking through it, because it's like an entire new level of like psychological torture. It's like you're naked and afraid. Isn't that a TV show? But like, you have to strip down completely. I think at one point it got a little too personal, so people were forced to like wear as little clothing as possible. Birds, thank you. So people would go in basically wearing their underwear. But there was one scene in one of the haunted houses. I've watched a lot of videos, guys, I'm sorry. Birds. I'm speaking. There was one part of this haunted house where you would walk by this room and you'd see this really tall, skinny man having sex with like a really small woman. And then when you walk by, he would get up and he'd be completely naked. Like, you would see everything. And he would walk over to you and he would like he wouldn't touch you. Like, obviously they can't do anything past a certain point. Even seeing that, or like, why would you want to go in there and like you're naked too? Actually, those might have been two different places. I can't remember that much. I watched a lot, like I said. But you'd go into these places and you would sign these waivers knowing there were sexual undertones and stuff like that. Most of those places closed down because I think that's like too far. But the Mccamey Manor doesn't do things like that. I mean, they put you in really scary situations and really scary scenarios, but at the end of it, you know you're not gonna die. Like, you know you're gonna get out of it. You signed up for this. But it's like, you have to fight yourself mentally, because in your head you're like, I feel like I'm dying, but you also know I'm not gonna die here. So that's kind of where it's really crazy to me, because that's what they're trying to do. They're trying to test the boundaries mentally and physically, and when you get to the point where you mentally can't go on or you physically can't go on, like you're about to die, that's when they let you out. How terrifying. Like, you have to be mentally broken for them to let you out, or literally on the brink of death just to be let out of this place. The Mccamey Manor. I kind of got kind of got sidetracked there. I'm pretty sure there are a couple that are open. There's like Freakling Brothers, the Gates of Hell. Actually, that might be the same thing. I'll link the video of the 10 most extreme haunted houses down below if you guys want to watch it. It's so interesting to learn about it because I love paranormal stuff. I can't say the word paranormal. I'm discovering that every time I make one of these videos. I'm like, paranormal. I love paranormal stuff and I love scary things and I love horror. There's a huge difference obviously between real paranormal and fake horror. And for some reason, fake horror scares me way more than real paranormal does. I don't know why. So these places just scare the living crap out of me. Like, okay, what I was saying at the very beginning of this video, there's this place called Fear Farm in Arizona. And like I said, it's like you pay one price and you get in and you can go to whatever haunted house you want. And then there's also like a haunted maze, but there's also a nice maze for like kids or me. So one year I went with my family and I was like, fuck this, I don't want to go to any of these scary places because my heart can't handle it. I get so scared. I just start crying. But even when you're just entering, there are people walking around like with chainsaws and just scary masked people. So even if you're a little kid and you want to go to this nice friendly maze, you have to walk by all these people. And so I went with my family and we were just gonna go to the nice maze, but I was even terrified in the nice maze because I was like, what if somebody just like came in here and they hid and they have a chainsaw? Like what if one of the people was like, this will be funny, just terrorize the children, and they came in here even though they weren't supposed to? That's what I think. So I was like, fuck this, I'm not going in. But I also can't stay behind because I have Chainsaw Man sitting next to me and I'm like, okay, I don't know what to do. But there was one year I was going with my friend and her family and I was like, okay, I'm gonna go into the haunted houses. I can do this. I'm a big girl. I'll be fine. I was crying before we even walked into the place. I was really close to this girl, thank God, and I was really close to her family, but I'm not kidding. I was just sobbing into her grandma's armpit the whole time. Like I was holding onto her grandma. I was like, I can't do this. I don't want to walk through here. I was closing my eyes. Like she was leading me through it because I couldn't even open my eyes in these places. I was so scared. So we're walking through these haunted houses and I remember there was one that was like an asylum, and one of the girls actually who worked in the asylum, she stopped at one point because she could see just like how terrified I was. And she was like, it's fake, it's okay. And I was like, thank you. Like she broke character just to be like, bitch, shut the fuck up. But okay, after she like said that to me, I started to calm down a little bit because I was like, okay, these people understand that like I can't handle it. They're not being as up in my face as they are to the other people. I feel like they mess around with you more if you're pretending like you're not scared or pretending like you're big and bad and you're amused by all of it. I feel like that's when they get in your face because they want to scare you. I also feel like they get in your face if you're really scared because that's their job, but I feel like they weren't in my face because they could tell that I was like not there because I checked out. I was so scared. But after this lady stopped and was like, it's fake, you're fine, just enjoy it while you can, I was kind of like, okay, I can do this, I'm fine. And so I held on to her grandma, but I was watching now, like I was looking where I was going. And one of the last haunted houses we went in, there was this guy who worked there and he was supposed to stay at the very beginning because each character has an assigned room, I'm assuming, or like an assigned part of the house where they're supposed to stay during the whole attraction, and they stay there and then when more people come in, they're still there. You know what I mean? Like they're not supposed to follow you. So we walked into this one haunted house and there was a guy there and he started getting up in my friend's brother's face and he was like, what the fuck? Like, why aren't you scared? You should be scared. And this guy started following us throughout the whole thing and he was in his face the whole time. And then kind of near the end, her brother was like, dude, get out of my face. Like, I don't know who you think you are or what you're doing, but this isn't your job. Like, you're not supposed to follow me and try to just like go do your job. Like, why are you bothering us? And then I'm even more scared because I'm like, why is this man following us? Like, does he even work here? So that's my thought. I'm like, this guy probably doesn't even work here. He's just crazy. So when her brother finally stands up for himself and he's like, dude, please leave us alone, like leave our group alone, the guy got mad, like the guy who worked there. And so then he was like threatening to fight him and all this stuff. It was awful. And then we got kicked out of Fear Farm because apparently he was trying to start a fight. I don't know. But it turns out that guy was like wasted and he came to work wasted, and which is so dangerous. Can I just add that really quick? I don't know the full story. That's what I heard, and this was probably like, I don't even know, 7-8 years ago. I was in middle school. That was a long time ago. Yeah, I was probably in like 7th grade. So that was like, oh my God, 10 years ago? 10 fucking years ago. So I don't exactly know what happened. I mean, I don't know the full thing, but that's what I heard from it, was that this guy ended up being wasted. I'm pretty sure he got fired. We got free tickets to come back, but like, you know, I wasn't going back. But it's just so scary. Like, that scares me just in itself. Just going through haunted houses where people cannot touch you. They cannot get in your face. They can't do anything to you. Like, physically, they cannot touch you. They cannot do anything. They can scream next to your ear and they can hold a chainsaw in front of you, but they can't do anything past that. But the fact that there are these places where they're allowed to punch you in the face and slap you and drag you by your hair and tie you up with duct tape and put a hood over your face and pour water on you and bound you and put you in cages and put snakes on you and spiders on you and put bugs in your mouth, and These places exist and people go to these. People sign up to do this. And they sign waivers that say you're gonna leave with bruises and cuts and scratches and you might leave with a broken bone, but it's not our fault. And people are like, okay, like you're signing your life away. And in all of the videos too, like the Mccamey Manor videos, the guy's telling them the entire time, you don't want to do this. You don't want to go in here. I'm warning you, this is going to be the worst decision you've ever made. Are you sure you want to go in? And all of the people are always like, yeah. And then by the end, they're screaming and crying to be let out. And he's like, I told you. And he tells them too, there's like this one clip of this girl who had actually gone to the manor twice, which I don't know why you would do that. He was on a Skype call with this girl and he was like, all right, so no matter how much you beg and cry to be let out, you don't want me to let you out. And she's like, no. In the first 5 minutes, she's still signing the waiver. She's like, I don't want to do this. And he's like, sucks to suck. Oh my god, I've been talking for so long. Told you guys that I could make a whole video out of nothing. I'm so serious though. I have been addicted to researching this stuff and looking it up. I'm so interested in what drives people to want to do this. Like, you understand what happens and you see the things that go on and you can watch these videos and all of the people afterwards are like, don't do this. It was the worst decision I've ever made. But then 17,000 people still want to do it. Like, what goes through your head? What do you want to get out of this? Or what do you want to experience in this? Like, what makes it worth it? I don't know. It's so insane to me. Like, I tell all my friends about it. When I get obsessed with something, I get obsessed and I just do research and I watch videos and I want to learn everything there is to know about it. And with this, I don't even understand the motive behind it. So it's like, it's driving me insane, but I love it at the same time. I don't know. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. This was a lot different. This was just me ranting about something that I'm obsessed with. I hope you guys liked it though. Again, I'll have Mccamey Manor linked down below. They have a YouTube channel if you guys want to go watch some of the videos. Like, I don't know, I find them so fascinating. They're kind of gross, like, not gonna lie, because it's like people eating bugs and stuff like that, but it's really interesting. I'll also have the top 10 most extreme haunted houses linked down below because, again, it's just crazy what these people are allowed to do to you. Like, legally, these people can do this to you. Well, some of them are closed because I don't think it was very legal or it was like too far, but I'll link that anyway so you guys can see it. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed and I will see you in the next one. I can't get out of my chair. Bye. I found these shirts the other day. If you guys have been on my channel for a while, you know about these shirts. I've had these for a long time, but I wore my other one in my video. The funny thing is, when I sit down to record, I'll get ready and I'll do my makeup and I'll brush my hair or whatever, and then I'll go to pick out an outfit or just a shirt because, like, let's be real, I'm not wearing pants right now. So I'll go to pick out an outfit and I have a decent amount of clothes. And I'll go through my drawers and I'm like, okay, what do I want to wear today? And literally for my 100K video, it was a competition between the shirt I wore in that one and this. And the shirt I wore in that one is just this, but it had a fucking watermelon on it instead. I'm just like, I'm gonna wear this today. This will look good in the vid. I don't know. Bye.